Welcome to Roleplay Cafe. We're here to play Joth, session number 24. We have John in the house, Dell, myself, and Todd is our benevolent GM.
Yeah.
Benevolence a stretch, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's very much.
Take it away, Mr. Todd. Take it away.
Okay. All right. So, last time we met, we had two groups in two different locations, right? We had Gary and Ignatius traveling back up the Mistweaver River, trying to return to Blackfish Bay with the Well Witch named Yaris, who had been sent to Blackfish Bay with some other seekers to establish a portal back to Joth. She has the means to do that. You guys made a stopover in Heronsford and had encountered some of the Longfangs, who are another group, another faction in Joth, but they are not seekers of treasure. They are hunters of monsters and such for the trial pits of Joth. You had some run-ins with them and perhaps some other strange creature that is dwelling in Heronsford, but you left there and have returned to Blackfish Bay. In the meantime, the other group, which was Stratford, Trotter, and David's character, which was Maximilian.
Yes.
Maximilian, that's right. They had ventured to the other side of the lake, north side of the Lake of Talons, and had a map that showed them a way into a treasure cave that was via passages underneath the tower that's known as Stony Lonesome, which is north of the lake. These passages were accessed via an opening near the bridge to the river north of the lake. But that was guarded by Torku, the troglodyte, who had made an appearance way back in one of our earlier episodes. And unfortunately, yes, they had to get into a scrap with Torku, and they took him out. They then made their way through the passages, got underneath the tower of Stony Lonesome, discovered again some of these bones in the shape of a spider, but they're not, they're bones of other animals, and they're very soft and have some sort of yellowish residue on them, but they're soft as noodles when they're found. They got themselves right into the actual ruins underneath the tower, and at that point decided maybe they needed more reinforcements and to plan this expedition a little better. Maximilian, I think, was lost during that time. He died. And so you two have returned to town and are kind of just trying to get some more people interested in going back up there. But in the meantime, you have heard rumors that there are strange cloaked figures running around in the forest, skulking around the forests east of town, asking about a golden fox. All right, and maybe this has something to do with the golden fox that Ignatius now has the pelt of, I believe, and was trying to get that to Savory Cove to sell for a good price. But he ended up dragging that all the way through the swamp on their adventures with the bullywugs, and he's back in town with the golden fox pelt. And he's got some plans he's working on right now. He's kind of laying low. You don't really know what he's up to. So that leaves Trotter and Gary and Stratford sitting around the mossy moon when they hear tell of Farmer Tam coming in and making a big ballyhoo about that windstorm the other night that knocked down his larch tree up on the hill. And it seems to have revealed some sort of ancient something or other. There's a strange set of wooden doors underneath this upturned tree, and his dog Scout ran in through the narrow opening in the doors and disappeared down there. And Farmer Tam is He's offering half of whatever you find down there, because he's pretty sure there's going to be something of value down there, just from the look of those doors, And he's not an adventurer himself, but he'll let you go down there through those doors that's on his property, and let you have half of anything you find down there. Mm-hmm. And if he can bring back his dog Scout, he'd really be most appreciative of that. All right. So.
Strange doors. That's quite intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
Is he there in the tavern right now telling us? Or is this something that we've heard over the...
This is what you've heard, okay? Whichever way you'd like to do it. If you'd like to talk to him there, or if you'd like to start right on his property, having already been hired to do the job, or what?
Well, I'm wondering what the size of these doors are. If I understand my lore correctly, I believe goblins live underground. Maybe the goblins are using these doors.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Farmer Tam tells you that no, they appear to be the size of what a human would use. And the strangest thing is that they've been underground for quite a while before this tree was upturned. Maybe this tree grew right over top of the doors. I don't know, but he says the doors are not rotted. They're not weakened at all. They're still solid.
Well preserved. And not used, so there couldn't be anything alive there any longer. Easy pickings for us, I believe.
Very much so.
Trotter moves up to beside Gary and looks up. I don't believe we've been introduced. And he sticks out his hand, and you see a pipe dangling out of his lips. He adjusts his hand forward to shake it. Shake yours.
Gary will acknowledge your hand there, wipe his palm on his tunic, and shake your hand. Yes, I am Gary.
Gary, nice to meet you. I am Trotter, and I do a low bow, and I look up at...
what is Trotter?
At Stratford. Trotter's a halfling.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you
and he
see
looks up at Stratford and does the same. And your name, might you be?
My name is Stratford. I'm a newly seasoned adventurer. I've
we shall soon
city
fix
man.
That, Stratford.
I'm a bit of a city man, but the stories I've heard about the, I guess, income you can make with this adventuring, it seemed a bit more profitable.
Do tell. Over here, not that I was eavesdropping, mind you, but over here that the farmer has discovered a doorway underneath the tree, and I might be just one who would be up for wiggling his way down into that opening.
Well, I don't know how fat this farmer's dog is, but if he could fit, maybe you can. Maybe between the two of us, we could get it open wide enough that all of us could fit.
Then it seems we have an adventure lying in wait. And he looks at you, Stratford, and winks and slaps his hands together, rubs them, and winks at Gary too.
Is there anything equipment-wise that you gentlemen would like to purchase before you head out to Farmer Tam's?
Torches.
Let me consult my inventory.
Tobacco for my pipe.
But now the golden fox fur is no longer in my inventory, correct?
Did you have it? Or
I had it, but I fell asleep, and Dell said Ignatius took it from me when I was sleeping on the boat. When we sailed back, I said I kick my feet up and I go to sleep, and I think Dell said he took the golden fur from me. So I just need to know if it's still in my inventory. No.
How about how about we give you an opportunity to steal it back from Ignatius? All right.
Oh, yeah, I don't even know if I would.
Or would you do that?
For me, it was mud stained. I just was wearing it. Yeah, I would.
Okay.
I'm not even certain Gary's aware of its value at all.
Actually, there's something I want to check about that.
Because Gary kind of
take a roll here.
We were all captured, and I don't think I don't think Gary ever knew anything about it as far as it being other than.
Okay. All right. So it was mud stained, indeed.
Yeah, okay. Well, I would like to pick up torches and some torches. And I think they're 1 gold piece for 6 torches or something.
I think it's something like that.
And I would want to get some flint and steel so I can light them. And I think I don't have my book open, so I'm not sure exactly how much that is, but
okay, hold on. The torches 6, one gold piece. Yep.
And then the flint and tinder.
Oh man, I gotta get my reading glasses. Holy man. Oh yeah, it's 3 gold pieces.
Okay, so 4 total. All right, I'm down to 3 gold pieces, gentlemen. So we definitely must make some profit from this venture.
Well,
all right.
I'm not down quite as much, but I certainly need to fill out my purse in order to make it the next few days. No one, there's not too many older ladies that I can live off of out here. At least not the kind I'm willing to put up with.
Gary looks at you. Gary's tall, blonde, blue-eyed, very charismatic. His name, Gary Chamont, means exactly that, charming. He looks at you, puts up an eyebrow. Careful now, you tread upon my territory, Stratford.
You can have as many widows as you can find out here. My claim is back in the city.
Ah, yes. I am interested in any lady, not any particular demographic, Stratford.
Oh, well, yes, I might not have the looks to go for your particular quarry.
If we agree to meet on the morrow, I've bid my dues.
No, Trotter, we are leaving now. Time, we must go. We must move.
Oh, wait, I thought you wanted to buy some.
I just assumed I did.
I know.
No.
Oh, you mean I actually have to go shopping? Shit.
No,
I'm joking.
No, I need to requisition a boy to carry my belongings with me. Right.
Oh, you need a young lad to carry your
yeah,
stuff.
Someone if his ears are that of a mule, because I'll be chewing on them the whole time. That would be great. Yeah.
Does he need to be smaller than you, or
yeah?
Well, there's somebody I can look in the eye to eye. Yeah, somebody.
I see. Okay.
So
that makes sense.
And then I'll regale him with my tales as he lugs. He's my caddy. So
right.
Yeah, I want to do that. So you can take that out of my.
All right. So you will have a young lad named Dylan. All right.
Dylan?
Yeah. Dylan. Yes. Dylan. Okay. Dylan. Yeah. And yes, he's hired for. I don't know how much you're gonna pay him.
Oh, I'll pay him
nothing.
Ooh.
Oh, it just my company is worth any amount of gold, But no, I'll give him a silver piece if he does.
Okay. Oh, that's yes.
That's generous. The whole.
All right. Okay. So is it the next day you want to head out to Farmer Tam's, or?
I actually have a rush. I just have a quick question to determine whether or not I want to buy anything. Is this farm like right outside of town, or where?
Yeah, it's like probably less than an hour. just walking.
Okay. All right. So it's not like,
No,
clear through the forest or anything. Okay.
No.
Yeah, then I'm fine then.
Wait a
Okay.
minute, Todd. You said walking? I'm
Yeah,
fine.
walking.
How much does the pony cost?
Pony?
A pony is a small pony.
Damn, man, we don't need to drag all of this. This won't take long.
Oh,
We don't
even
we
know.
don't need children and ponies, Trotter.
I guess.
Would you hoist me on your shoulders and run about?
I will say 25 gold pieces for a pony.
25 gold piece? I buy it.
Okay, 25.
Man, it's made of money.
Oh, remember if you remember last session, yeah, Pilfered out of that. I got it.
Lesson learned.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I got a pony now.
I look at Stratford and raise an eyebrow. Well, at least somebody has made money around here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's looking good for the two of us then.
Ah, yes.
Stick with me, gentlemen.
All right. Does this pony have a name?
Oh man, Trotter would be a good name for a pony, but
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
Just name the pony after yourself.
Trotter. I say we call it Trotter's ass.
Oh jeez.
It is but an ass. It is but a mule.
You can ponder on that.
I'll ponder on it.
All right. Okay. All
You
right.
probably
So
Now that we have the important things out of the way, off
Yes.
to the farm. Are you done,
Today
Trotter?
or
Are you
tomorrow?
done shopping?
Oh, I've got my little knife. I got to get a knife. You'll notice that I do have a stick whenever I am walking.
You do not
But,
what? You don't what?
Whenever I do stroll, I don't necessarily walk. It's more of a stroll, but I do have a little walking stick, a strolling stick.
Oh, okay.
But it continually grows little bugs and whatever like that, so I have to have a knife to keep it trimmed.
Okay.
Even though it's not, is it magical?
All right.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I get a little knife, little dagger.
Okay.
Whatever that'll cost me.
So it is noon. My question is, do you want to go today or do you want to go first thing in the morning?
What time of day is it right now?
It's noon.
Noon.
Let's see.
Well, I mean, if it's only an hour away.
An hour walk.
I mean-
It would be 1. Time for biscuits and tea. It would be 2. We get the doors open at say 3. We're out of there at 4. We're back here by dinner.
Yes.
I say we go now. I would like to make as much money as possible.
Back by dinner. Okay. That might be the
In
title.
this case, haste does not make waste.
All right, and you then will travel out on a fine, sunny summer day, late summer day, out to Farmer Tam's. And you could just give me a second. I'm just going to go tuck in Sam, and I'll be right back, and then we'll get to it. Okay? Okay.
Give me a little
Back
time
in a
to
second.
chew on the pony's name.
All right. There we go. Well, you got 2 Blade Runner players there, John.
I was surprised.
Yeah, I just saw. Yeah, I just noticed that.
David popped his head in. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'll have to start reading the adventure that's in the book.
Now I don't have the book, so I can just use a pre-made.
Sure.
I'm really game for
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's a starter box too.
Oh,
I forgot
okay.
about that.
Nice.
I'll have to compare the adventures. Sometimes the starter box adventures are.
Yeah, they're usually a little more guts to those, right?
Yeah. I'll take a look at it and I don't know. Probably by next week, I should be able to tell you how quickly.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
we could do it.
We're not in any hurry. I mean, but we'll put it on the docket for a Wednesday night or Tuesday night or whatever we're doing.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a Foundry module that's supposed to come out, and
Okay.
I have Foundry, so I don't know how quickly they're going to have that available. But,
Interesting. Okay.
That would certainly make it easier than having to just, roll the dice. But I think that's really just a nice to have rather than a necessity.
Yeah, because I think David uses Foundry too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Well, you know what about the core system? I mean, I think like in Time Watch, you don't roll dice; it's diceless. So is that the same throughout?
Well, this is a different system. This is the Year Zero engine, which is from Free League.
Oh.
So that's what like Tales from the Loop and Alien and
Forbidden Lands.
Forbidden Lands and stuff. Yeah, that's there's definitely die rolling, but it is player only die rolling. The GM doesn't. I think there's rare instances where the GM rolls, but the GM primarily rolls on tables and stuff like that. So it is all player facing, and even in Time Watch there is some die rolling. It's not entirely diceless, but
oh really? Okay.
Yeah, there's with Gumshoe there's investigative abilities, which is where you don't roll dice, and that's how it kind of differentiates from like Hall of Cthulhu, where there's no percentage roll. You just, if you use the ability that you have in the right situation, then you get the information. You don't have to roll for it.
That's pretty cool.
They're considered competent.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool.
There is a single die. There are die rolls when you try to do something. So, like if you're trying to sneak or attack or
sure,
or fix something, that's where you roll a die. But it's just a single d6. So it's a very simple system. Which is kind of where it shines. That's it doesn't change dramatically from game to game. It's more like there's a bunch of subsystems and stuff that are available in each of the different games for Gumshoe.
That's very cool.
All right, I am back, and you guys have traveled west out of town, going past Gregor's hut. You see his hut there on the town map. Beautiful sunny day. Okay. And like I said, it's only about an hour's walk west of town, past the edge of the what they call the Weird Woods, which is there's been a lot of pixie and fairy action up in there. People don't tend to go up in there. And also lately a lot of goblin action up in that area, from what you've been led to understand.
So,
but in time, yes.
I'm sorry. Quick question on those woods. Is this farm right before the woods, or is the woods are those woods between the town and the farm?
No, the woods are north of the road leading to various farms that are out west of town. Okay. You will pass other farms before you get to Farmer Tam's.
Gotcha.
Most of them are on the south side of the road. I am actually working on a improved map of the area, but I haven't got it done yet. But so
and the woods are on the north side. You said, right?
They're on the north side of the road that's leading west out of town. Okay. All right. And as I said, you pass a number of small farms. Eventually, though, you do come to Farmer Tam's, which, is on the south side of the road. And before long, you are standing up on this hill with Farmer Tam, Mrs. Tam, and his children, Irvig, his son Irvig, who's a lad of about, I don't know, maybe 16, and his daughter, introduced, her name is Sloanne, and she's probably about 17 or 18. And they're standing over this fallen larch tree, which has been torn out of the ground, and there's a hole going down about maybe 8 feet, sloping down into where the roots were. And down there is a set of doors, wooden doors, double doors, big enough for a man. And you can see even from up here, that the doors are not rotted at all. Okay, and there's inlay carvings in them, very, very ornate carvings in it. All right, and you can make out maybe that something that looks like some sort of script carved into those doors, but you can't make it out from where you're standing. And the script is also been like packed with earth, so you might have to clean it out a little bit to actually make it out. Okay.
Gary
Is the
will.
tree?
Go
Oh,
ahead.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead,
I
John.
just have a quick question before you. Is the
Yeah.
tree dead? Like, is it a dead tree or is it a healthy tree?
No, it's not a dead tree. It's a healthy larch tree.
But it's toppled over.
It's been toppled over
Gotcha.
in a windstorm, from what we've been letting.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
Gary will
So
approach
yeah, so he's
Tam and say, Mr. Tam, we are here to investigate and to determine the whereabouts of your dog and investigate this. Meanwhile, my eyes never come off Slow Ann. I reach out to Mrs. Tam, but my eyes never come off Slow Ann, and I give a kiss to the hand of Mrs. Tam, and then I step in front of Slow Ann and nod, give a kiss to her hand. We, fair ladies, will take care of this. You should go into your home, make some tea, rest yourselves. We shall return in just a few hours.
Okay, I canter up on my horse my pony Applejack.
Apple Jacket? Is that what you call it? Apple Jacket?
Applejack. Minus
Applejack. Okay.
Anyway, I caution Dingland to mind the hole. Don't fall in it, boy. Time.
Yes, sir.
Y'all hear me giving him directions about time. Hold the horse, help me off of it, and everything like that. I use him kind of as a step stool to get off.
Come on down, eh?
The pony.
All right. So Mrs. Tam, she's you can tell that she was a beauty in her younger days. She's still got rosy cheeks and bright eyes, and her hair's pulled back in the bun. But she's you can see that Slow Ann is spitting image of her, but younger and far more fair, of course, at this point. But Mrs. Tam giggles and then puts her apron up over her face. After you encanter so with your charm, and then she kind of she hushes Slow Ann and says, "No, don't you give him any heed there. Off we go, and she shoos Slow Ann away back to the farmhouse. Right?
I call behind. Slow Ann, we will off to Blackfish Bay to celebrate when I return.
She sachets away, kind of looking at you over her shoulder with a little smile. All right, before her mother grabs her by her arm and drags her back to the farmhouse. All right. So Farmer Tam standing at the top of the hole, looking down, and saying, "Yep. There's where Scout went in there through that opening there, and then you're barking away, and then all of a sudden you just felt totally silent. We would have gone in ourselves, but the opening's not big enough. So that's why I figured we needed some strengthy, strong adventurer types to come here and have a look at this."
That's why I'm here. I say, rolling on my sleeves.
Very well.
So while Gary was flirting with the farmer's daughter, Stratford had climbed down to the door and started inspecting it to see what this the hinge side of the door is actually connected to. Is there some sort of wooden frame or something that?
Yeah, there's a wooden frame.
And is that frame connected to a wall, or what? Is that just embedded in the dirt?
If you're poking around a bit there, you will see that there is some sort of stone wall that it's embedded into.
Okay. And is the door facing the sky, or is that an angle, or is it
No,
like
it's
normal 90
it's
degrees to the
normal
to the
90
earth?
degrees. Normal
Okay.
90 degrees.
Okay.
Okay. The door on the right is slightly ajar, and as I said, there's all this kind of ornate carving in it, and script of some sort. But it's dirt packed, right? So you can't quite make it out. All right. You don't see iron bands on the doors. In fact, you don't see any iron on the doors. Seems to all be some sort of
Solid wood.
solid wood pegs.
Mm-hmm.
Peg work.
Mm-hmm.
Even the hinges are wood. Okay,
Mm.
but they're solid as the day they were built.
Mm. Do they
Well, once I hear, oh, go
do
ahead,
they
Frank.
look somewhat architecturally like what we see at Blackfish Bay?
Nothing like that.
Okay. Okay.
Nothing like that.
So it's
Okay?
completely foreign to the buildings we've seen locally.
Completely different.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Okay.
Let's
So,
see.
one-
Yes, go ahead.
Once I hear the wife and daughter scurry off, and Farmer Tam give his explanation, Stratford says, "Well, I mean, we're going to have to clear this out if we're going to get these doors open. So, Tam, do you have any like shovels or something we could use to clear this dirt out?"
No.
I would.
Well, I wouldn't be much of a farmer if I didn't have a shovel. Sorry.
Well,
He
sorry.
calls-
This is Joth, after all.
We will.
They
We
call
will
more
him
of
need
a
that
city
shovel.
boy.
He calls out to his son Ervig, and he says, "Ervig, go get some shovels and picks for these gentlemen."
Yes, Ervig,
And-
and give one to Dylan, and you two lads get to digging there around the doors.
Mm-hmm. All right. That's fair. And in short turn, he returns with a couple of shovels and picks. And if that's what you wish, you want the two lads to work away at it.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I am of a higher pay scale as a mercenary and a warrior. I don't dig holes.
I just stand there with my thumbs in my belt, rocking back and forth with my feet, looking down, supervising Dingwin.
Oh, okay. So after a time, the two lads are able to totally clear the doors of any dirt and debris.
Now, do not open those doors, lads. Once you get them dug out, just come out of the hall. Stratford will open those doors.
And so the two lads
I
climb
will.
up out of the hole.
Well, one of us must.
Well, I thought they would. That seems like the logical,
Well,
the
considering
logical selection. But
yes, but I don't want to put the boys in harm's way. They've already lost the dog, so I'm not quite certain what's beyond that door. And I'll flip up both a copper piece. The two kids. Here's
Mhm.
pay for your work, boys, and I'll give them each a copper.
Nice.
Which is a lot.
Okay.
You only had 4.
Oh yeah. And they
Well, no,
eagerly
I have
accept that.
I have 4 gold, so I have
Oh,
quite a bit of copper. Right,
Yes.
right. A copper piece is what? 10
Is
coppers,
what,
1
10
gold.
silver. No, 10
100,
10
right.
coppers. 10
Yeah, so I
silver,
gave him a penny, basically, Dell, is what I've done.
Yeah. Wow.
yeah.
But you can buy a lot with a penny
Yeah.
back then.
So Stratford's going to grab one of the picks to try to use as some leverage, and as he jumps down into the hole, he's going to start trying to look at these inscriptions and writing on the door and see if he's able to deduce anything, maybe even something as simple as like what language it's written in.
Okay, well now there's a question, okay? What's your intelligence?
13.
13, that gives you a +1, doesn't it?
I believe so.
Yes, okay. So, here's a way to do it is, you could choose a second language that you know, or you could I do this sometimes with Cthulhu. Is it's like as you encounter a language, you determine whether you know that language or not. Okay, because there's nothing worse than somebody saying, "I picked Norwegian," right? And they go in adventures where it's all Latin.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah, I never have the right language. That's right, yeah.
And no one ever has the right language.
That's right.
So would you like to say that maybe you know this language?
Sure.
Or have a hint of what it is?
Yeah, let's say that I know this language. That's, character survival is very low in this game.
So you need all the help you can get.
Yeah, so it's beneficial to just every character knows the first language he comes across.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So in this case, you know that this is, and you can come up with a reason why you would know this because you don't run into this very often, but it appears to be some sort of Elvish script. All right.
Oh,
and
well, the explanation of why I know this is that the second from the last mark that Stratford had was a very rich widow who was obsessed with Elvish poetry, and he had to teach it to himself so that he could also feign interest in the Elvish poetry.
That's good.
But you only know the flowery language of the elves. Is that right, Stratford?
Well,
you
I
only
learned
recognize
a few of the dirtier words to use during private time.
Okay. Because no one that any of you know has seen an elf in ages. All right, I shouldn't say ages, but a few generations it's been of humankind. They haven't seen elves. They kind of secreted themselves away to their fairy mounds or wherever they go.
Yes, that is the legend. But Gary does not believe in elves.
Yes, maybe they are.
They are stories of the yesteryear.
Yes, maybe. But here is Stratford running his hands maybe over this script, digging out the dirt from the lettering, and he makes out what appears. He can see now that the door is covered in Elvish carving and design. All right.
Friend.
Well, actually, what it does say is it says, "A friend in life and beyond, I will stand guard."
Does that seem to be more like written as a warning or as a statement of like?
Well, I didn't read it like a warning, but then again, I didn't read it like I just read it straight. It's just, "A friend in life and beyond, I will stand guard."
If only the elves used context in their writing.
And funny now that you're that close to the door, you can also see that there is a second type of script inscribed under the door too.
That's not Elvish.
That's not Elvish. No, it's more harsh, straight letters of some sort.
That looks like halfling language. Is this Trotter? Is that your native tongue? Quit fooling with a jackass, Applejack, Trotter, and
Trotter will look at that and he will know that is not his halfling language.
Well, I mean, this could be stating that we shouldn't be opening this door and something is going to be guarding someone after death, but that's not going to put any money in our purse, is it?
No, Gary looks and at the door, and then, well, first we should do the polite thing, and Gary will knock on the door, just in case someone is home, Stratford. And I'll actually take out my dagger, and with my dagger kind of knock on the door.
I see. Oh,
Uh,
we lost Dell. Where'd he go?
Oh,
yeah,
we did.
I was about to, yeah,
I
just
thought
now.
I thought maybe he was muted.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
He's
I
actually
just
out of
heard him
Discord.
disconnect.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still in Roll20. Oh, there he is.
yep. Okay,
Are you
there?
there?
He is. Okay. Dell, you there?
Del, can you hear us? Uh-oh. I wonder if he lost audio before and then he was trying to reconnect.
I don't know. If you're having a problem, Dell, and you can hear us, just type something on Roll20 in the chat or here on Discord, whatever.
Maybe you can't hear us.
Okay, hold on. I'll just have a check on Facebook, see if he's messaged me or like this. Nope. Nope. And nope. Okay. All right. I'll just type something to him. Okay. Can you hear us? That's weird. Okay. Okay, you typed over there in Roll20.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
Oh, wait.
Was that him? Or was that...
That was me.
Was that? Oh,
okay. Okay. Dang.
That was me humming a tune.
Okay. Well, he's not even typing or anything on either one. So
That's weird.
the only other place you can get a hold of us would be on message. Wait a minute. Oh. So where is he? Let's see. I'll just message him here.
Do you have his cell phone number? Try texting him?
No, I'm just going to message him on Messenger here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll stand by. All right, well, let's just move forward while we wait for him until we get to a point where it's, I don't know, possibly deadly.
Possibly. I'd be disappointed if it's not.
It's not. All right. So, so you want to take the pick?
No, I just pulled out my dagger to use it as a knocker, and I just knock, and I look at Stratford. It is polite to knock 3 times and give them an opportunity to answer. If there's no answer, I say we go in.
I didn't know people had such manners out here in the country. I thought you just walked in wherever you wanted.
Yes.
All right.
But I'd rather, since it just revealed itself, you never know. It could be somebody's home.
I completely agree with you, but
and if you're
the
lucky,
thought didn't even cross my mind.
If you're lucky, it will be a woman in need, Stratford. In need of your Elvish, of your ability to read Elvish poetry. You may have to teach that to me. Is it effective, Stratford?
It had its uses in context, but into the reason I learned it. But I haven't had much use for it since.
All right. So you knock on the door 3 times with your dagger, Gary, and are you listening for a reply?
Yeah, listening as if somebody might, approach.
All right. Roll a 6-sided dice, please.
Okay, let me get my. Where is my? Where's the
Hang on, guys.
Oh, there you are.
There you go.
Yeah, I had to switch off. What we had was a failure to communicate because I switched from my.
I love the way you say that.
Switched from my laptop to my phone on Discord, so it was just slowing down otherwise. All right, so we're good to go now.
All right, great.
All right, okay. So you don't hear anything, Gary.
I'll look at Stratford and up at Trotter, or wherever Trotter's standing, and I'll try to pull the door. I'll first try to pull the door open, or where it's kind of. You say it's kind
It
of
looks like
ajar, right?
Yes, but it looks like it's pushed in.
Then I would.
You said it's. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say I'll continue to push it inward if that's the direction it wants to go.
Okay. It feels like there is some dirt or roots that have built up behind the door, so you have to make a strength check to
Okay. Now
to
I
get
have
open enough.
Can you not put your back into it, Gary?
I
Get
will.
down there and help him.
I will. So I have a doors 1 and 3 on 6 to open doors. Is that what you want me to use?
Yes.
Okay. So die 6. So I just need a 1, 2. I cannot. What the? I can't believe I can't. There we go. Oh no. Okay, wait. All right. I'm having a hell of a time with roll 20 here. Hold on.
What happened?
I cannot get it to stay on. There we go, on the roller. There it is. Okay. So I'll use my strength to drive this door inward.
Right. What? Yeah. Do you have a strength bonus?
I do. +1.
A +1. So you would need it 1 or 2 to open that door. Okay, but you rolled a 3. So no, the door will not budge. If you actually, yeah. So somebody else want to try it?
No, I'm cleaning my nails with my dagger. I sent Dingland down there to help him.
Well, I mean, Stratford is going to try to wedge the pick between the door and push in such a way that he's pushing outward on the door that's not open and in and back onto the door that is cracked.
If we only had a crowbar.
Okay, so you're using a pick as a crowbar. Okay. So I will give you a bonus for using that sort of a tool as such. And what's your strength?
Sure.
I thought somebody had a crowbar.
I've never been asked. 11. That was my other character. I think you might be thinking of.
Okay.
The one that died in the swamp.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Melwish. Yeah.
So what do you want me to roll? A D6, like?
Yeah, D6. Yeah.
Like just okay.
Yeah. Oh, boom. Okay. And Stratford pries open the door. Okay.
Well done. And I smacked Stratford on the back. Good man.
Yes, I think you loosened it for me.
Yes, light shines in to reveal this small entryway, and you can see to the right, past the opening, you can see a staircase beginning. All right.
I'll prepare a torch and light a torch.
All right. Stone construction, and again,
there's a map here.
Yes, yes.
I didn't realize that. I thought it's in the corner.
Yeah. Now, this construction it seems like there's two kinds of aesthetics at work here. All right. You can definitely make out the Stratford. You can definitely make out the elven aesthetic to the architecture. There's some very fine stonework, but mixed in with that, alongside of that, is also this more rougher, angular kind of style. All right, not so flowy, right? But they are harmonized.
Seems like whoever created this passageway couldn't make up his mind.
Yes.
Are there any what do you call them? The braziers or anything like along the stone walls?
No.
that we could light as we go through?
No.
Okay.
No, there's not. Braziers,
Braziers.
Braziers.
Yes. Sorry, I
Yeah.
mispronounced.
not braziers.
Then like a double barrel slingshot.
Yeah, double barrel string gladiator. Yeah.
Um, I will just have to lead the way with the torch. I'll keep a shield in my right hand, a torch in my left, and I'll lead a couple
Okay.
of steps in, looking first for any signs of that dog, a body, you know.
Not up here on the landing, no, but I will allow everyone to make a wisdom check. Okay.
Well,
Adding.
I
Yes.
was gonna say I shush everybody because I can listen at 2 and 6 chance, and I'll slide down into the hole just now and catch up with them because I don't want to miss them on the action.
You want Dylan, however you want to call him. You're having him go.
Dinglin's going to hold the horse for me.
Dinglin.
You know,
Okay. Outside.
mind the horse. Yes,
Okay.
and I quickly give him the thing, and I have a rope tied to me too, and I'll let it trail in case he needs to pull me out
I didn't mean to do that. That was an accident.
quick.
Sorry.
Okay.
Itchy trigger finger. Roll for initiative. Yeah, but
Okay, wait a minute. Wait.
I go up there and listen.
Okay. First off, everybody make a wisdom check, but you have to add +3 to your wisdom check. Okay.
Okay.
So it's making it more difficult to roll under. Right.
Oh, you want us
Is
to
that
roll? Okay, you want us to roll under.
Under the wisdom, not equal to, but under the wisdom. But you're adding +3 to your roll.
Okay.
Is that making it harder or difficult? I'm confused. Do I put a -3 or a +3?
No, you add
No,
3.
you +3. Add 3 to your roll.
To the roll, which is making it harder.
I got it.
Okay.
Harder.
Okay.
No good for you.
20.
Del,
I would have got it, but my wisdom's a 9 and I rolled a 7. 3.
Oh wow, I rolled a 22.
Oh wow. Okay.
Dang, y'all both
Okay.
critically failed.
Okay.
I'm busily telling them to shush.
And let's see. No, Dylan. He's Dinglin. No one else is. He's back up top. That's right. So it's just the 3 of you heading down, and now you can see this staircase leading down into the darkness. The smell of cold stone and earth, and you can see spots where roots have kind of worked their way through the stonework over the years. All right.
Yeah.
So there's that earthy smell, the stone. It's a little dank, right?
I'm like, shh. Let me listen for the pup.
Okay.
And I'll bend my ear down the corridor.
Okay. Down the stairs. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You got 2 and 6 chance, I hear. And you roll.
Boom, baby.
Oh, boom.
Wow. We're all rolling
Boom.
one.
Okay. And as you prick your ears down the steps, the hair on the back of your neck kind of stands up a little bit because you can just hear this soft, ever so soft moaning down there.
Does it seem canine in origin?
No. I mean like multiple moanings. Multiple.
You see the hair on the nape of my neck rise up, sweat beads off of me, and a cold sweat.
What did you
I
hear?
shuddered with a little chill. And I turned around with my bulbulous eyes like glowing in the, I do not like the sound of this. Can you not hear it? Listen, the moaning. Multiple people moaning. And I'm shrinking backwards. I'm shrinking backwards, and I look at you, not even in, understanding or whatever like that. And I kind of back up between both of y'all, where I had broken between y'all to listen. I'm shrinking back now in the shadows.
Yeah. I guess, Stratford will try to listen and see if he can make it out as well.
Okay.
I have to see what his What is my listen? Your noise. Oh wow. 1 or 2. That's not too bad. But no, he cannot.
No.
Still
Still at the top of the stairs.
He backs away from the top of the stairs. Does Trotter? Well, I look at him as he cowers between us. I do not hear anything. I think you are letting your nerves get the best of you, Trotter. And
my eyes are darting everywhere. It's an unearthly moan.
I will take a couple of steps down, slowly and carefully. Shield up, torch above my head. Slowly down the steps, one at a time.
Slowly down the steps, one.
Follow behind Gary.
Yes.
Be careful where you step.
Well.
Step.
All right, and you make it to the bottom of the stairs. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see.
I'm reluctantly following.
Who's got the
stay
light?
light of the torch. Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah, who's holding the torch?
I am, with a shield in front.
Okay, sorry. Right. And you are now at the bottom of the stairs?
Yep.
Okay, so then that gives you 30 feet beyond.
What is it, about 30 foot? Yeah.
Yeah, 30 foot. Okay.
I'll stay within the light, but, on the furthest back recesses of the light. Almost like the light is protecting.
You see, you're standing right there at the bottom of the steps. To your left, you can see another set of stairs going down. And then you can see the passage continues onwards, but then it starts to curve to the left at the edge of your vision. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
In the staircase, you can make out on that, we'll call it the east wall of the staircase from where you're standing. It seems to be the stairwell is lined with all these skulls inset into the wall. Okay, and now that you guys are down there, it's easier for all of you to hear this multiple moaning sound.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be coming from the staircase.
I
Maybe we should
down.
I make
maybe
eye contact.
We should avoid this.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. I was just gonna say maybe we should avoid the staircase and keep going straight.
And once more, hold on. Once more, I would like you guys to make a wisdom check at +3.
All right. No, I did not pass.
No, I did not either.
Okay, very well. All right. So, again, staircase to the left with seems to be lined with moaning skulls, multiple moans coming from that stairwell. And the passageway continues on, curving to the left.
So I make eye contact with Stratford. You know something of the elves. Where would they keep their treasure? Would it be down, or would it be...
I do not think the pup went down that way.
The dog is
I don't want to go down that way.
The dog is of no value to me.
No, I'm looking around on the ground for any kind of prints of the pup.
Of the pup.
Yeah, or fur, or any kind of signs of track.
Sure. Okay, that's a good one. I like that. Okay. Actually, yeah, that would be easy to see because it had been raining the night before because of heavy winds and rain. And so the hole would have been a little muddy. And you can see that there is, as you bend over and look down, you can see paw prints leading down the staircase.
Oh, jeez.
Stupid dog.
Just when I say that, I look down there and my eyes dilate in on it. and then you'll see me shake a little bit as I point my finger. Or maybe perhaps he did. Trace
Well, I think I'm not completely opposed to going down these steps, but this way seems significantly safer between the two options right now. We can always come back and go down the steps. The dog isn't necessarily going towards the treasure that we're looking for.
He may be right. As long as I get somebody else challenging enough.
So Gary then will push the torch down a little ways to see the skulls better. They look like they've been...
Skulls are on both sides of the staircase, you can see now.
Have they been placed...
Is the moaning coming... Oh, go ahead.
Have they been placed there, or are they scattershot?
Yeah, they seem to be... No, they seem to be... have been placed in they look like real skulls that have been placed in niches.
Oh, so like a tomb. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Is the moaning seem to be coming from the skulls?
Yes.
Oh man.
I'll stick the torch down and actually use the burning into the torch to kind of push one of these skulls off the alcove into the floor.
Okay, so you knock one of these skulls loose, and
see, gents, there is nothing to fear. They're moaning skulls, nothing more. They can do nothing to you.
As a ghost materializes.
No, and the skull clatters down the staircase into the darkness. But behind, in the niche, you can see that there is some sort of hole or pipe in the back of it. Narrow pipe, and the moaning sound is coming out of that pipe.
At this point, Gary will kind of step back. Now this is strange.
A friend of mine set up and he's going to do air quotes, a haunted house. And he did something very similar to scare everyone, where he spoke through the pipe or the water pipes inside of the house in order to make it seem like there's ghosts everywhere. I wonder if this is something similar.
This is it is.
It's quite elaborate, but
I am not feeling any sense of supernatural here. This is foul play.
But these skulls had to come from somewhere. I say, as that you
need skulls? I can get you skulls. Oh, it's an overnight trip to the graveyard.
There's death abounds around us, and I look at the walls. But as I'm doing so, I'm looking for any gems that may be affixed in the eye sockets or anywhere.
Right.
Glittering.
No, you can't see anything like that in any of the skulls. No.
So Stratford at this point has convinced himself that these are not this is not a haunting of some sort,
right?
And he's just going to start knocking skulls out of the alcoves with the pickaxe after they get inspected to see if there's anything inside of them. So he's just going to be following behind, knocking them out, and then convince himself that this is not actually.
As you head down the stairs, is that what you're doing?
Well, yeah. I mean, assume we're going partially down.
Yeah,
the stairs.
I'm taking one step at a time. I'll put the torch on either side of me to light either side as I move one step down at a time, shield up. As he's knocking skulls off behind me, I'm assuming, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. As they're doing that, though, when you start doing it, I'll grab a hold of Stratford. Are you daft, man? You're letting anything know that we're on the way, that we're coming. You're alerting everything down there. Look panicked or whatever when you look back at me.
I think we're a bit past that after the first skull got knocked down the steps.
So now there's a few more clattering down the stairs, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I see.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And who's leading the way in this?
I am Gary with
endeavor. Gary. Okay.
Gary with.
All right. So you guys move down the stairs, doing as you will to these skulls, and not all of them have some sort of pipe behind them, but probably a third of them do that you knock out of the way. So there's some sort of weird sort of organ sort of setup here, I guess, to make this sound, right? But Gary, as you step onto the fourth step down, you feel a slight depression and click, and a cloud of gas billows out from a number of these skulls. And everybody on the step has to make a save versus spells.
Uh-oh. What is my save?
Yay.
Save versus spells is 16. Oh, land almighty. 11.
Not much better with 15.
Oh, God. 11. Do you smell that, Stratford? As I take a inhale, right?
No. Oh no! Oh no! And
Gary's completely oblivious.
Oh no!
Oh, so, 2. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Everybody. Oh wait. Oh, Natius. Okay.
Yeah, he fell. Two's bad. Yeah.
2's bad. Everybody. Oh my gosh! Everybody's bad. As you fall unconscious. Your torchlight reveals a little more of this chamber down there. And towards the edge of your torchlight, you see a small dog lying on the ground. All right? But, yes, you are overcome by this.
As his eyes roll up in his head, and he sees this as he starts to fall unconscious. Scout!
All right. So, now, you have all fallen unconscious. All right. Let's see how long this lasts. So this was the morning that you went there, right?
It's the afternoon. We went the same day.
Oh, it was
right?
afternoon. I'm sorry. It was afternoon.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the torch is going to be out of it.
Yeah, the torch will definitely be out
Fantastic.
when you regain consciousness.
Whose bright idea
With
was
the dog
it
licking
to
our
go
face.
down these stairs?
Okay. Yep. All right. So you all begin to regain consciousness in very, very, very dim light. Okay. There is maybe a little bit of daylight shining through that opening that you came in through, and maybe making its way down here, but it's very dusky, almost black. All right, as you regain consciousness in the chamber.
As far as concerning me being a halfling, how's my vision? Any different?
It's about 3 feet off the floor as opposed to 6 feet off the floor.
Okay, that's my vantage point.
Your vision? You have crotch level vision.
Crotcho vision.
Crotch level.
Yeah, what do they have? Do they have 30-foot dark vision or whatever?
I don't.
That's what I can't remember.
In OSE, I do not know. I'm pretty sure they do from my days as a Moldvay guy, but I can't remember.
Well, let's see. Halflings. I'm just looking at halflings in my BX book here, and
I'm pretty sure they do, but jeez.
Yeah, I think they do, but not, with the halflings, I was kind of unsure.
Yeah,
I'm
looking at halflings here, and it doesn't really say that. Let me just look at the SRD here, and
it might only be dwarves and elves that have dark vision.
Yeah,
maybe.
I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see anything about dark vision or whatever they.
No, nothing there. So yeah, you're in the
So
dark.
it's dark and crotch level.
Would you be willing to make a? Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
Guess we'll play
So-
it raw then.
Rules
Yeah.
is
Did
written.
we like do we fall down the steps when we fell unconscious? Like,
Probably roll
Oh,
down
yeah.
a horde of
Oh yeah, you
skulls.
roll down on each other. Yeah, yeah.
okay.
Well, you want me to roll for damage? See how much damage? you
Yeah,
get
roll
falling
for
down the
damage.
stairs?
No. I'm just wondering if
I
we
mean,
woke up on the steps, or whether
Oh,
we
you
have
could've-
steps digging into our back,
Yeah.
or if we.
No, you could have woken up on the steps. You know, you
Okay.
more had. It wasn't like you totally like lurched forward, pitched
Right.
forward, right? It's more like your legs went out from underneath you.
Right.
Okay. All right.
So you
I'm
might
looking
actually
around
be
for my-
sitting on the steps.
I'm desperately looking around for my pipe that somehow got dislodged from my teeth because I was smoking on it like a freight train, but with the nervousness. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Stratford's going to be a little more practical and start trying to dig through, like, get his backpack out from under him, and start digging through it to get to light a new torch.
Okay.
Yeah, Gary's
And
checking
so-
his make sure his shield's there and his spear's there, and so Gary's kind of patting himself down, making sure everything's there.
Yeah.
okay, I'm just looking for the little glow of embers from the pipe weed.
No.
If it's still alive, or if it's
Let's just roll 6-sided. Roll 6-sided dice. If you get a 1 or a 2, yeah, you got the embers. Just the gold one.
all right. Oh man, close, but no biscuit.
No, totally out. Okay. But yeah, in the dark, you were able to fumble around a bit in the very dusky dark. You can just barely make things out. But you were able to light a torch, and when you do light the torch, you will see this chamber, like so. Okay.
And have the skulls, like the skulls, there's no skulls in the walls here or anything?
No. This is a. Okay. This is some sort of foyer of some sort. Again, this elven architecture aesthetic mixed with something else. Okay. Scout is asleep in the middle of the floor. All right. To your west, you see a set of doors.
Okay.
Okay. I should open this. You see a little bit of an alcove here. All right. These doors to the west, double, again, not iron bound, pegged, inscribed with Elven and some other sort of writing.
And what does the writing say in Elvish?
It says, Telimbra Ta, the Golden Fox, a guardian for eternity. I'll write that down.
I'm picking up the pup.
Something. There's. Oh, you're gonna. Okay. We'll see what happens there first before I ask a question.
Yeah, I just pick up the pup and see if I hear it breathing or if it's still alive and kicking.
Yes, the dog is alive.
You know, you'll let me roll a d6. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, good. I try to wake it up or whatever.
I think, this dog is slowly starting to rouse. It's obviously been out for quite a while. What happened there? I just typed it. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's what it says on the door. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Is the door secured in any way, or is it just very similar to the doors that we came in through initially?
There's a lock. There's a stout lock bar made of wood.
Ah,
sealing that door.
so we're on the side that's bolted.
Yes.
Mm.
And it has like it's wrapped. The bar is wrapped with some sort of seal on it too, where it's on its cradle on the door. So
Right.
you have to break the seal.
Right.
Hmm.
It seems to
Well,
me somebody locked themselves in here. I'm not anxious to open those doors.
Well, it's better than something being locked out that we're in here with. So maybe we should check out the rest of this place before we
Yes.
try to
Agreed.
deal
Should
with
we
these
head
doors.
north or west?
Okay, I'm pivoting around, doing the 360, holding the dog, surveying the room and our surroundings. My eyes come to rest on the door that they're looking at, and I overhear that conversation. I say, "But the greatest treasures would lie beyond there. Not, am I not seeing any other, like it just looks like an alcove in the other two areas, right? Is there anything special in there as far as on the map?"
Looks like an alcove.
Oh, so those aren't
Both of them.
exits. Those aren't exits out of the room.
Oh, I thought that was just the limit of our torchlight. Those are actually the ends of.
On the north there, that's the limit. On the east, there's a staircase leading up.
Okay.
Gotcha. Then I say we go up and connect the dots on the floor above before we come back.
I look at you queerly, but it just leads back up to the hall.
But to another area or around, we don't know.
I'm not really, when he's talking, it's kind of like elevator music to me. As I'm looking around, looking for any kind of hole or any kind of ventilation or area that I might be able to fit into that they couldn't. Out of here.
No, there's nothing like that.
Okay.
You can see this other staircase that's going up to the east. Is it?
If you
It is not lined with the skulls.
I'm looking on the ground too to see if there's any trigger plates on the ground.
On the floor that you're at? Okay.
Yeah, because we actually hit something that caused us to. Oh no! Yeah, well, it triggered the gas.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Gary he felt it when he stepped on the fourth step.
Yeah, steps.
It clicked.
Gotcha.
It clicked. Okay.
Gotcha.
So are there skulls? Are there skulls lining the stairway going up?
No.
Okay.
Not the one that goes to the east.
Are we hearing moans still?
I would say that with the amount of skulls that you've knocked off, it's kind of changed the pitch of them, and they're not as prominent as they were before. Now it just sounds like more like wind blowing through pipes. Doesn't have that kind of sound to it. All right.
Well, I'll cross the room and take a couple of steps up, but I will be inspecting these steps before I step on them.
Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps. All right. And what are you doing to inspect them?
I'm just.
We'll be sure to catch you on your way down, Gary.
I didn't hear you,
All
Dale.
right.
Oh, so we'll be sure to catch you on your way down, Gary.
Yes.
If you're going up those stairs.
So I'm gonna check one step at a time. I'll just kind of softly put my boot on it,
Right.
and I'll kind of push down softly as I go. See if any of them give, but I will ascend.
Okay, you ascend, and on the second step up, it does give a little.
Okay, I'll if I can, I'm gonna pull my foot away and step back down, and look back to Stratford and Trotter, it appears as these stairs are also booby-trapped.
Well, we have this dog here. We could send him up while we stand back. I mean, what's the worst? It's going to fall asleep again?
Yes, if you can,
The dog?
if you can get the dog to do it, I'm all for
I hold
that.
the dog covetly and whatever, and kind of pull him away from them and step up
Cover its
further and
ears.
step away from Stratford. Yeah, exactly. And
The dog, the dog
puppet
will cost
to
you.
enough.
The dog will cost you 10% of any of this treasure, Trotter.
Why
All right.
don't we just go up the steps we came and see if the two areas are connected? This seems to be a waste of time.
Yes, lead the way. That is a good idea.
But all right, so
All right.
I'm just going to kind of
I'll be here when you get back.
be the lead and start going up the steps we came up.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
I will step
Stepping
over
over-
that fourth step.
Yeah, stepping over the fourth step there.
Okay.
And heading up to in that direction.
I'm smoking my pipe and sitting down Indian style and just stroking the
Down there in that foyer? Is that where you're
in
at?
the dark.
Yeah.
In the dark?
We've got.
Y'all didn't like those. You didn't like those braziers?
No,
I mean,
no,
it's-
we don't like braziers, brother. We don't
Okay.
burn bras around here, man.
We don't burn bras around
Dude,
here.
that's 60s. That's the 60s, man.
Okay, so
Okay. I reluctantly
so,
followed them. Just,
Not that
okay,
there's
back
anything
up.
wrong with feminazis. We're okay with that. You can burn your bras.
Yeah. You can do that. Okay, so
just
you go back up the stairs
Yeah.
into the curved hallway. And as you get to the edge of your vision, you see that the hallway again begins to curve some more. And there's what looks like a door here
Ah.
before it continues around a corner. Okay.
It's muted. Is the architectural style still the same, where it's like the mix
Yes.
of the two? Okay.
Yes.
And the
And-
door.
And one more, hold on, one more
go ahead,
wisdom
sorry.
plus 3 check. I'm sorry. One more wisdom plus 3 check for you guys.
All right. No.
Dang.
Oh,
Now you got under it. Yeah, you nailed it.
Oh, nailed it. Okay.
Somebody's smart up in there.
And okay. And
Not me.
Trotter? Not okay. All right, Gary. So as you are looking at this curved hallway, you begin to notice that actually this hallway slopes downwards as it goes around that corner to the north. Okay?
Okay.
And as you look back, you now notice that there is a slight slope to the whole hallway.
Okay. From where we came down the first stairway, it's all sloped.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all slope heading that direction.
Okay.
Yes, it's going
Gotcha.
deeper.
All
Uh,
right?
I'm not certain that I would share this because I don't know how significant it is. If it's almost imperceptible, Gary might think it's a failure of the original architectures.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I notice it, but I don't know if I would actually think much of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Poor. It can't possibly be dwarves, as they would not make such an error. Right.
okay,
I
just
mean,
just point. I've got the pump in my arms. More so too as an indicator if it gets nervous or starts barking or whatever, right? For dangers ahead. But that's
Right.
what I've got it up to my breast for.
Okay. All right. So I guess you guys are.
and you said there's a doorway.
standing
Where exactly is it? Because I don't see it on the map
pretty-
here.
You don't see it?
Mm-mm.
It's like
Oh, okay.
You
Okay.
can ping it. Yeah.
you
Oh,
see it there
oh,
at
I
the
see.
turn. at the turn?
It's on the side.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's not at the end of
Gotcha.
the
It's
hall.
right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, there
Okay.
it is.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so there's a single stone door there.
Stone.
With-
Okay.
Stone.
Yeah, stone door. All right. And it seems to have a kind of a stone handle to it. All right.
Well, having learned from this step, I'm going to start searching this stone door to see if there's any sort of mechanisms or anything on it.
Okay.
So I assume you want me to do like find room trap or something? Or-
Yes. Yes. Where's the thief ability?
Or oh no, it's find or remove treasure traps. Is that
Find or
is that what you want me to roll?
Okay, you know
That's
what?
that's my thief
You know-
ability.
That's your thief ability, right? Find and remove traps, eh? I'm just looking at these.
Or if you want me to do something else,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, I think I'll tell you what, because I'm not completely happy with this, and that says like 10%, right? If there were something
at
there.
first level it's pretty low.
Yeah, no, it's just like okay. But I'll tell you what, I'm gonna use that for just remove traps. Okay, let's say have you got like a wisdom bonus or anything like that?
No, I don't.
Okay, so straight up a 1d6 roll, and if you get a 1 and there's something there, you'll find it.
Okay. Well, I didn't get a 1, so
Well, and this is the thing with the thief abilities, maybe those should be done by the DM, and you go, oh, hey, it's all clear, right?
right.
Hey, it's all clear.
Well, should we try this handle?
Garrett, wait. Are you with us, Trotter, or are you down in that?
Oh, I'm with you. A step or two behind you, but yeah, I'm looking for any kind of breeze lower to see if it comes across my feet from underneath these doors. Is what I'm trying to sense. Like if there's any kind of,
okay,
if it's just dank, still stagnant air.
Right.
But meanwhile, to answer Stratford's question, I do not know another way in.
All right. So
in answer to Trotter's question, there is no breeze coming from underneath the door.
Okay, I don't say anything. I just brace
all
myself.
right. Well, as Gary said, this is how doors open, and he's going to kind of lean on the mechanism and try to, activate it and push into the door to see if it gives.
Okay, well, let's see if the door is actually openable. So roll a 1d6.
Okay.
6.
Uh-oh.
Well, seems to be a little stuck. You have a strength bonus?
I don't.
Okay.
Move, Stratford. I will try.
Have at it.
Here we go. Let me get my D6. Here we go. I got a +1 strength bonus. Damn, this door is stuck, I do believe.
He gestures towards the halfling. Do you want to give it a try?
I would think literally. Well, I got a 10 strength, but yeah, you know what I mean. I might be a stout little fellow, but yeah, I've never liked that. You know what I mean? As far as trying just to.
Maybe you can get more leverage down there at the bottom.
Yeah.
Just sit on your shoulders and maybe us both together, or we could try all together and do it. You know what I mean? Maybe give a bonus. I mean, I can reluctantly put.
Let's
try
that.
Unless
I would hate to ask you to put the dog down, Trotter. Don't.
Okay.
Don't. Hold on to your dog.
Hey, I tell you what. Here's what you could do. is one person's the main opener, the other two are assisting, and if they make a roll under their strength check, they get to add 1 to the roll. So
Okay.
increase the range.
Add
of success
1
by
to
1.
the strength.
I can be
Add 1 to
supervising.
the range of success. So
Okay.
if so yeah,
All right.
you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well,
So
I guess I'm at the handle, so I'll be the main.
Okay.
Okay. So now,
all right.
So Trotter and Gary make a strength check. So roll under your strength each.
Well, I can bang the drum, the cadence, give moral.
Okay. So what's your
Is that
strength?
Ooh, look at there. What's up?
Oh, whoa! All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
you get that leverage.
So
now,
normally I have an 11 strength, so that is,
Okay.
I mean, effectively I'll have a 13 strength now. Is that
effectively
what you're
you
saying?
have those successes are going to add to the door opening chance. So now it's going to be +1. It's going to be 3 and 6 chance you're going to be successful.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, on the D6.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
And you roll 3.
Yeah.
Super. So all 3 of you put your shoulders into it, and you press in, and the door doesn't swing open. It just clicks in about 2 inches, and you hear click.
We all die.
And then you hear a little rumble, and then you hear a crash, and you hear a rolling sound coming from the west, and then you hear something clamoring down the steps loudly, and then in your torchlight you see a stone ball rolling down towards you, filling up passageway.
I'll push the halfling out in front of it and run opposite direction.
Okay, so this stone ball has come from somewhere up in the entranceway, has been released, and is rolling down towards you. The 3 of you have to make a save versus Dragon's Breath, because that equates with the dexterity thing, to outrun it, okay? Or to avoid it in some way. So, each of you make a roll versus Wands and Dragon's Breath.
I don't have my saves listed.
Okay, hold on.
But my dex is 14. It's my highest one. So.
No, it's got nothing to do with your. It's got nothing to do with your.
Even with a bonus of pushing the halfling out of the way, I don't make it.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Well, my dex is 14.
Oh. Here's saves. Where's your saves?
My perspiration. You probably didn't.
Where are the saves in here?
Saves? Okay, well...
the saddest part about this is the dog would have survived if you hadn't picked it up.
Okay, halflings need a 13 or better.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in the character. It's on the character things. Or the classes, I mean.
I've got saving throws down. Yeah.
Okay. So I got a 14.
So what do you get?
That's not very good. No, I have to beat a 14. As a thief, I have to beat a 14.
Oh, nice!
Oh my gosh!
A 6.
Wow! And I failed.
Oh, did anybody make it?
Yes.
Ignatian. Or
Dale
not
did.
Ignatian.
Did you roll for the dog?
Trotter did.
What's the dog?
Trotter did?
For the dog.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. Somebody roll for the dog. Just do a straight roll. Actually, dog's pretty dexterous, so let's just give that the same roll as a halfling. Okay.
Okay. Another.
Oh.
All right, you're rolling.
Right.
Oh wait,
Wow.
we're dead.
Okay. So who didn't make it?
I didn't.
Stratford and Gary.
Yeah.
Stratford and Gary did not make it. So Trotter, tell us how you as a halfling and the dog avoided this rolling ball of death.
Uh-oh.
Did we lose him?
Uh-oh. Did we lose him?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Or just imagine the shape of the ball of the boulder was not was
I have this.
such that
I envision
they
that.
could tuck into the corners.
I have this vision that the ball got stuck on our bodies. That's why he could.
Well, all I heard was tell us, and then it died on me. So
All
we're
right.
just
Actually, that's an interesting point. Why don't we roll damage to see how much damage the other guys took, and then we'll see how Trotter and Scout survived. Okay. So I'll tell you what, John. Why don't you roll a D10 and tell us how much damage you took?
Oh boy!
How many hit points?
Got a 30. I have 3 hit points.
Oh shit!
Here we go.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
Nice.
Only 1 point of damage.
Nice. Nice.
Oh jeez. Okay.
It just got my foot. It got a toe.
Oh god. Okay, and Gary, how many hit points you got?
6. I think I have
Okay,
6.
Gary.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I have 6 hit points.
All right, you got a good chance.
Here we go.
Roll D10. And survey says.
Oh!
Gary's probably not too
Yeah.
good looking anymore.
Yeah.
you got a good chance. That's a myth. And you're in Joth.
You got a good chance. Yeah, my chances started when I had listen. I
You
had
got
a
a good
choice.
chance to die.
I had a choice not to leave Blackfish Bay. That was my choice.
Okay, I'm gonna roll 6-sided dice. If I roll lower than 3 or lower, the ball will continue down the hall to its resting spot. Otherwise, it's jammed up over top of Gary. Okay. So let's see.
Insult to injury. Not only did it kill me, but it jammed up on me.
Nope. It ran you over. Oh, is that what I said? Oh no, I said 1, 2, 3. It gets jammed up on you. That's right. Okay. So yes, it is jammed up on top of Gary. Probably there at we'll say at the edge of where our vision was. Okay, for now.
You can see Gary's just what's left of his torso and head sticking out from the boulder, vomiting blood, trying to speak, but the air is crushed from his lungs and his diaphragm, so he's moving his lips and he's looking at you. Blood coming from his mouth, but he can't actually formulate sound.
The dog runs up to you and licks your lips as you're talking, trying to console you.
I'll take care of the farmer's daughter. Don't worry.
Gary's eyes flutter, and you see a lone tear, right, as you say that about the farmer's daughter, right? I have laid my last lay.
How I got out of that so expertly was me and the dog. Whenever he bent down to push me, I slipped out of the way. Like so much of a greased pig, and it came and buffeted. I suppose it buffeted up against Stratford, and hit Gary. But I basically parkoured off of both of them to leap forward and get a good distance away from it. As it kind of trampled them somewhat, and me and the dog cut loose.
I'm gonna say that Stratford just kind of like tucked into the indentation where the door is, but his foot was sticking out and it just ran over his foot.
Right, crushed his big toe.
Okay,
and that shit's painful, by the way.
Yeah, he's gonna be limping back. It's gonna be slow going.
You get a limp for a while.
So we're on the opposite sides of the boulder at this point in time, right?
Let's see. The boulder's going to be about. I gotta make this. Why is it always default to that color? God. Here we go. The boulder's going to be here. Okay. See it?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm further down there, and he's on the opposite side. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. So Gary's underneath it, and Stratford is, he's on this side of it. Where's my ping? Ping. Okay. Yeah, and Trotter, I guess you're going to be on that side of it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, who had the torch? Is it totally dark where I am?
I think Stratford lit a torch, so I think he had it.
Yes. Yeah.
No, what I thought Gary had it.
No, when we passed out, my torch burned out.
Oh, gotcha. So I'm in total darkness there.
Yeah.
Does the boulder touch, almost completely touch the ceiling?
There's a few inches of a gap.
It does now because my body's under much of it.
Yeah.
It would normally. There'd be
It
a little
would
bit
normally,
of
but it's jammed because of my body.
But I mean, since it's circular, I assume that the passageway is relatively square. It should be possible to pass the torch.
Yes, it is possible to do that. Yes.
Okay.
Stratford, you hear my little voice over the, in between the recesses.
Let me light something and I'll throw it over there.
It's dark over here, and you hear the dog.
It's okay.
I think Gary's dead. Gary's dead. He's bleeding out.
I see his feet twitching on this side, so I assumed as much.
Slippery, his intros are all over the stairwell. He's vomiting intros. Yeah.
So I take a second torch and I light that and I try to toss it up.
I told you this was a room of death.
Okay. Is that Jason rolling up a new character?
Yeah. Oh Lord, it's the worst character I've ever rolled up to. Oh shit! You don't have to. You don't have to try to squeak.
Son?
You don't have to try to squeak him in.
That's a good one.
Oh,
hey, that's a good one, bro. Yeah.
Oh,
there you go.
Wow.
And that's 4. Holy shit! 4 charisma. So just the opposite of Gary.
Yep. It's Gary's ugly.
You can listen. You can smell how ugly this character is.
His constitution is right to the 16.
Now you're gonna have Scary. That's what you're gonna call him. Gary and Scary. Okay, you see this hallway, Trotter.
Yeah.
Curving around. At the end there, you see like an old curtain. All right.
Okay. Now he's giving me a torch, right?
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Slip through and I greedily grab it and hold it up. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then I start reporting back to you what I'm saying, which you'll hear what Todd says.
Yeah. Okay. So like I said, you see on the right side at the end of the hallway, you see an old curtain, heavy curtain. All right. And you will see the start of a staircase going off to the right, to the left. Right.
It seems to be it. Yes, it does lead back to the stairwell.
All right. I'll meet you around there. I'll meet you around at the bottom of the steps.
Okay.
So Stratford doubles back and heads back down the steps with the skull, and he's going to stop at the base of the steps before he actually goes up them, just to make sure that he sees the torchlight.
Yes, he does.
From Trotter. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is more of a player challenge, but I believe it was the second step. So that's the one that he's going to skip.
Yeah.
Okay.
As he goes up the steps. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but that's what I remember. So that's the one that Stratford remembers. So he's going to skip the second step as he makes his way up.
You see me catch my breath when I think you're going to step on it. And then,
yeah. Okay, and you make your way up and you rejoin Trotter at the top of the stairs.
And I swing the torch and pull it back a little bit before lighting the curtain. What do you suppose?
Burning the curtain away, eh? Okay.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to light it yet.
Does the curtain have script or anything on it, or is it just plain or decorative?
It's kind of a deep green. Maybe at the bottom there's some faded gold tasseling. All right.
Okay.
But so you draw it back. Is that what you're doing?
It makes sense to me. Okay. Unless you have concerns, Trotter.
Is there any tools or weaponry or rings or anything that could have popped off of Gary?
The only ring
Or an
Gary,
arm?
the only
Maybe-
ring
maybe a
Gary
whole arm?
wore, I can't say on PG YouTube.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Okay,
Certainly
Prince
not.
Albert. All right. No.
Okay.
All right. So you want to draw back this curtain?
Yeah, I'll use my sword.
Yeah.
I'll draw out my sword and kind of like use that to reach out and push the curtain back up from the top. I assume there's like rings or something up at the top that are.
Yeah, very, very thin rings. You know, it looks like
Yeah,
it's
so
like, you can see it's like they're barely holding the curtain on, right?
okay, yeah. Now I'll push that back from high up, ready to draw my sword down if something like jumps out.
Okay, so you open it up and you see this alcove. All right, rounded on the back, and it's kind of concave
Yeah.
on the floor, roughly the same size as the boulder or the stone, the ball. Okay, on the back wall, inset in the back wall, you can clearly see the outline of a plunger. So, yeah.
Like the ball would activate it or something, maybe.
Like I said, the depression in the floor is roughly the same size as the stone ball.
Mm-hmm.
And then the back wall has a large round plunger or rod or the end of it, which looks like it would kind of pop out of that wall. All right.
But it's not ejected. It's instead.
No. It's in set. Yeah, definitely in set.
Okay.
Right. So I mean, it'd be like.
What do you make of this, Stratford?
Like that.
And then I grimace a little bit as I pick up my feet, and it has blood and whatever on it. Daft. Poor Gary. And I look up, back up the slope a little bit. What do you make of it?
I don't know. It seems like it may be either a mechanism activated by the boulder or a method of resetting the boulder. I'm not sure.
The boulder that poor Gary stopped.
Yes, and let's hope that he continues to assist us by continuing to stop the boulder.
Yes, good. He was always a good man like that. You always depend on him.
Trotter's known him for about 2 hours.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I got to give you some freaking props. As charitable as I'm going to get.
I mean,
I was looking for gold teeth and everything
we could spend
else.
a lot of time on this for the sake of Gary's memory. I think we should come out of this trip with something. So maybe we should go back to that door and see if we can get it open. I think this boulder is a red herring.
As I suspected. I did not want to go up these stairs anyway. It would lead to death. The treasure lies yonder, I agree. And then I start to turn quickly to get down there, and then I pause and do a sweep of my arm like you first.
All right. So, so Stratford heads back down the steps, skipping the second from the last step.
I follow his step,
and is going to reapproach this door that is seems to be locked. And
it's barred. It's not locked.
Or barred.
It's barred. Okay, with the wax seal across the bar. So if you got to break the seal to lift the bar up.
It's wax and seal. Do you expect we could melt it? I gesture toward the torch.
That's not a bad idea. Let's use both of them, and it should melt faster.
Okay.
So we will Yeah, we're gonna hold the torches up to the wax seal in an effort
Right.
to melt
Yeah,
it quickly.
and be on the other side. We'll meet in the middle. As I'm doing this, I'm glancing around, holding the pup still. How is he acting?
He's fine actually.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep.
I'm fine as long as he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. All right, so the wax melts and flows down to the floor, and if you want, you can lift the bar.
Oh, good.
Shall I do it?
You got more leverage than I.
Yes. And he
And
tries,
I hold the
Chapter
pup.
tries to hold back a snicker as he realizes that Trotter wouldn't even be able to lift the bar, and
Above my head, yeah. No,
he
I
lifts.
just I'm holding the pup. I get my hands full.
Yeah, so he takes the bar off and leans it against the adjacent wall, and
Okay.
looks back to Trotter for confirmation before he actually pushes on the door in an effort to open it.
I nod at you.
And the doors do push inward. All right. And inward. And as you push the doors, yeah, I know, And actually, no, they should come outwards. That makes total sense. No, they need to
That's
come
so
outwards.
funny, Todd. It's a
Yeah,
flashback there.
I got it. They come outwards, yes. They come outwards and you towards you. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So
and
Stratford looks like an idiot as he pushes and then realizes it has a sign that says pull on it.
Well, and you see this chamber beyond, and you can see so much of it because as soon as you do open that door, torches that are in sconces on the walls light up magically. All right, providing light to the chamber. And at the very end, you see another chamber light up, and you can see a fine-looking sarcophagus carved of wood down at the end. There looks like there is some sort of braziers behind, two braziers behind this wooden sarcophagus that have lit themselves somehow. All right. On either side of the room, there are 3 alcoves, and you can clearly see that each alcove contains a skeletal remains of some sort of warrior.
This is just like the stories or the poems that I've read. I bet you these things come to life.
I peer around the corner.
It's when we try to open up the sarcophagus. This is so exciting.
Fairy tales. And you see my eyes gleaming as I'm looking down it. I told you this is where the treasure lays. And I almost greedily step forward, and then I back up a second to let and then swing my arm wide to let you walk in front of me.
All right, so Stratford cautiously but with wide eyes starts slowly making his way across the room towards the sarcophagus.
I'm petting the dog. I like a little divining rod for danger.
Let's see. Boop.
Holding the dogs out by his hind legs.
Okay, hold down.
Poor Gary, his death is not going to be in vain. I'm scanning for any kind of glint of any metals.
So who was that was up front? Who was that was up front?
Stratford.
Stratford. Okay, which way are you coming across the floor? On the northern side or the southern side?
Oh, one northern, two southern. The southern side.
Southern side. So you are here. Here?
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Nope, you get that far when you hear a loud crack, and the floor crumbles beneath all of you. Okay? Everybody save versus Dragon's Breath to avoid falling into the spiked pits below the floor.
Oh wait, this is the same. That's what we did last time, right? So it's a 14.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Scout's barking really loudly.
Oh my god!
Who knows? What? Timmy fell down the well?
I failed. I rolled. Well, I rolled a 2.
No. Oh no, 2. Okay. All right.
Why does it say 1?
I don't know why it says 1.
That's weird.
And Ignatius, oh, you both failed. Okay. Yeah, so when the players are trying to do something, they roll underneath their ability scores, but when it's something the DM's doing to the players, you use the saving throws. That's what's
right.
Yeah. Right. So Dragon's Breath equates with a dexterity thing. Okay. Mm-hmm. So you're trying to avoid this. Okay. So you both failed. The floor crumbles. This whole floor of this chamber crumbles, except for right around the pillars. Okay. There is like roughly a little platform around each pillar, so to speak. Okay. But meantime, you guys are going to take 1d6 damage for falling into a spiked pit. And so, why don't you both roll a 1d6 and we'll see what happened there.
I don't know. I don't think my luck's going to hold up twice.
Oh.
No.
Oh! Ignatius, oh wow. Del, did you roll a 1? Oh, he's...
Looks like it.
Yeah, I rolled a 1. I just got it off because visitors.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
So, John, what happened to Stratford?
So Stratford, his eyes were straight on the sarcophagus, and and he didn't even notice the floor crumbling, and all of a sudden, gravity immediately took, and he just plummeted straight down and was impaled straight through the chest by one of these things. And he briefly attempts to look up and keep eye contact with the sarcophagus before the realization that he's dying hits him. And that's it.
Fade to black. All right. And that leaves Trotter alone. And
what about the dog Scout?
Oh, let's see what happens.
I just rolled 4 for Scout and rolled 1 for
me. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, what you rolled a 4 for Scout?
Yeah. He took 4 hit points.
So he took 4 hit points. So okay, Scout, he's done. He's done.
Yeah,
so
in fact, he probably saved my life since he took the spike instead of me, and I rolled off.
Front of it, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So Trotter, you are stuck down in this pit amongst your fallen companion and the dog.
Now, how deep is the pit? And can I compile some remains of my comrades to leverage myself out of it?
I'm sure you could do something with Stratford.
Yeah, I want to position him in a way that I can, after I roll him, you know what I mean, and get whatever goods I can off of him.
Oh, okay. So is there anything of value on Stratford, John?
I believe he has 7 gold on him, and then some equipment. Really, the only thing of any sort of value would probably be his. He has a 50-foot rope. He's got some caltrips and a bag of marbles.
I try to use that rope to maybe hoist myself out of there.
Hoist yourself out of there.
like make a little lasso and throw it up to try to hit something where I can pull myself out.
Okay. All right.
Not unless I'm using him as a lattice or something.
Okay, so which way are you trying to go? Are you trying to go towards the sarcophagus, or are you going to go back to the entrance?
Well, I'm looking right now. I'm looking at what Stratford said. I'm looking up in the alcoves and seeing if any of the skeletons or whatever are moving or have collapsed into or what.
Nope, they're not moving. And actually, now that I think of it, there you could try and lasso around the sconces.
Yeah. There's braziers. I'm throw one up and try to get myself closer. But if it's an easy way to walk around the spikes to get close to the sarcophagus, I'll do it.
You can walk around. Yes, you can walk around the sarcophagus. I mean the spikes to get closer there, and then maybe pull yourself up to a sconce that I think would probably be around here. Thered be a sconce here.
Yeah, or maybe even the sarcophagus itself.
Tell me that this pit is just. I mean, it's just covered in skeletons and dead bodies, right?
No.
So we're the lucky few. We're the lucky few.
You're the lucky few. It's never been.
The floor was still intact, though.
Yeah. So you want to go for the sarcophagus?
Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I don't want to. I don't want to pull it down over myself. How am I gonna do what?
Nothing. Sorry. Continue.
If I can make my way to it, I'm gonna try to get up there and with a lasso.
Yeah. Okay. It would only be a matter of time. I mean, how many throws would it take you until you eventually caught the sconce? Let's see. It would be.
I get a +1 to missile attack.
I'm not even. No, I'm just gonna say it takes you 11 attempts. Okay. And you eventually hook onto the sconce, and you can climb up to.
Yeah, I got 14 decks, so I can climb up.
Okay. Yep. No,
+1 missile attack.
You're just climbing rope, so it's something.
Okay, I have myself up onto the platform, out of the pit, and I'm standing before the. Now, what kind of a sarcophagus is it? It's standing up or down?
No, it's lying down. Okay, and it's very ornately carved. None of the other are. It's very now that you know that what Stratford pointed out was Elven. Okay, this is all Elven.
Okay, now if I'm looking for any kind of bedazzling jewelment or any kind of
not on the
metals.
exterior, not on the exterior of this. The two braziers at the back of the chamber are giving off light that gives off no heat.
I'm muttering the names of my comrades and your deaths shouldn't be in vain. Yet I'm saying it, but you see the twinkle in my eye as I'm trying to shove the lid off to peer inside. So I put my shoulder on it and try to do that. You want me to roll?
Yep. You're gonna need 1d6.
Oh, 1d6. Okay.
Yeah, just like you're opening a door.
Nope. 4.
4? No. Okay. Nope. You can't get the lid off.
Can't budge it. Can I get behind it and try to? Is it close enough to the wall where I can wedge my feet and body against it and put my whole body to try to topple it? Is what I'm getting at.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I'll do a strength check for that. Yeah.
Okay.
So underneath your strength roll value.
Yeah, strength is 10. So.
Oh.
And with a grunt, with a grunt and a
groan.
And a groan, yeah. I'll push it.
Topple this very heavy wooden sarcophagus, and the lid pops off, and the contents spill out.
Okay, right? Now spilling it out into, like I said, I have my feet braced on the back wall to push it. So it would be spilling out toward the, you know what I mean? I don't know if it would get enough momentum to spill out into the pit or anything, but anyway, it's in that direction.
No, it wouldn't. The lid would actually block it.
Gotcha.
Like a dam, okay? So it wouldn't go into the pit, okay?
Okay.
All right, so there is a body in there, dressed in very fine chain armor, all right, that shows no sign of rust or anything. It's still bright.
Okay.
The body was covered with a blanket sewn from a large amount of copper coins that were sewn together into like a sort of blanket. There is a buckler shield of metal with a fox motif engraved upon it. There is a very fine-looking blade, curved, of fine workmanship, you can tell. There is a small chest containing some sort of coins.
Okay.
And the body, yes, sorry.
I'm just writing this down as you're talking about it. Go ahead.
Okay.
You said a blanket of copper coins?
Yeah, like the copper coins have had
like chain link blanket, basically.
Yeah, basically a chain link blanket of old copper coins. Okay, that was over the body. Now it's underneath the body because of the way it's spilled out, right? And then would have been the buckler, all right, and wearing the armor and the blade and the chest containing, and I'll just give it to you now, 6,000 silver pieces.
Gotcha.
And you can see that there is a brooch with a engraving in that elven script upon it, which you are unable to read.
Okay, and then that's when I say poor Stratford. If he was only here, he could see this, you know. But I'm breathing on the coins and the silver and wiping it off and looking at it. You know, as soon as I get their finery, linens or anything, or rings, scrolls, anything.
Rings? No, there's no rings. That's about it, really. Their clothing.
Gold teeth, maybe. Okay.
Gold. No, but I mean, the clothing would have been worn down, right?
But
the armor is surprisingly in good shape, and the blade.
Oh, you said armor. I didn't even hear that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But it's for the size of the man that's in there. Chain.
Yes. Oh yes.
Yes. Yeah, it's about 4 or 5 sizes too big for you, probably.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but it'll do a turn on the market. You know what I mean?
And you can see the skull, the skeleton is very fine featured. All right.
Yeah. I want to. I'm going to start to get collect what I can, and basically spend as long as I can taking this stuff out back to the surface.
Right.
In an area, however many trips it takes for me. You know, whenever I get to the surface with the first load, I will have the boys, help me take out the rest.
Right.
And anyway, and the body's exhumed too and buried. The farmer, get him to do that too on the land. And then I'll tell the
Stratford and
the pup, give them the remains, and then bury them on the land where the tree is, and tell the farmer, if I can make a deal with him, that their families need to be recompensed. You know what I mean? And their wives, and I will play that up. as far as their fair portions need to go to what they are. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And then divvy that out to make the farmer's percentage smaller or a cut, theirs.
Cut. Yeah. Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
how much you looking to cut him out? Because he was talking.
Well, I mean, I'll just give the farmer. I want to give him 25%. Me and my two comrades, get 75% basically, and I'll make sure that theirs gets.
And how's
to their
he ever going to know, right? Because it's basically whatever you tell him.
Exactly.
So give me a value that you're going to give the farmer.
Okay, I'll give him 1,500 silver.
1,500 silver. Okay.
And I'll try to steal away the rest of that stuff and kind of put it in a niche or whatever, but and tell him not to go down there at all. Dangerous areas, pits, blah blah blah. Of course, the evidence will be that they died doing so.
Okay. All right.
Put the fear in him that you don't know what you're going to trigger when you go down there. So.
Right. So getting out of there takes a little bit, but you can do it safely by nightfall. All right. Probably have to stay at the farmer's then overnight, and the next morning retrieve the bodies, put them to rest, and complete your work there. Okay.
I may take a few days to do that.
What's that? Oh, you're talking.
Yeah. I'm just saying it may take a few days to do it. Got it.
Yeah. Eventually, though, you will return to town with whatever remains. And when you get to town, you will want to have a nice cold brew at your favorite watering hole, the Mossy Moon. But you see now that the sign for the Mossy Moon has been changed, and it's no longer the Mossy Moon. It's now called Shenanigans. Shenanigans. And as you go in to get a drink, you see Gregor, the hunter, sitting at the bar with his one tentacled arm grasping around a large flagon of ale, quite happy, having his ale. And there is a band playing Bunghole Blitz on the little mini stage that's been erected there. And behind the bar, you see the new owner of Shenanigans, Ignatius, tending bar and living the dream.
Fine fellow.
And that's where we'll stop for tonight.
All right.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Is that the place with all the goofy shit on the wall?
that was the place. That place has changed names a couple times now. Yeah, I think it was called the Bad.
There's always one of those businesses. You wonder, how is it still open? It changes names 5 or 6 times.
I know.
Every town has one of those places. You know they're laundering money for the mob, right? Yeah.
Definitely.
Awesome.
All right. Well, sorry.
Excellent, guys.
Jason, it was hard at that point to throw in somebody. Have you rolled some characters?
Oh yeah, no, I just figured I'd roll them up real quick for next time. Oh no, I didn't expect to get back in a dungeon crawl here, so no, okay. But I got him. I got a character made, Jocko Cleric. So I'll send you the character sheet.
Yep. Super.
I'll roll something up before I play next time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good. All right, and then maybe we can find out what that brooch is engraved with that Trotter has brought back.
Perfect.
Yeah. Super.
Perfect.
Okay. Well, thank you, gentlemen. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm using the pin my cloak together. But yeah, great game. Great game. Enjoyed.
Yep, dungeon crawl. Love it.
Yeah.
All righty.
Perfect size too.
Oh yeah. Outstanding.
Yeah.
Is it?
Good deal. Thanks, guys. Great fun.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving.
All right. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Yep.
All right. You guys all
same
take
to you
care,
guys.
and we'll.
Now, what's the name of this going to be called, Todd? What is this called?
I think we should call this Back by Dinner.
Back by Dinner. Love it. Back by Dinner. Now, this is session 24.
4, yeah, session
24 of Blackfish Bay, right?
of the whole thing.
Yeah, okay. 24 of
Of all
Joth.
Joth. Yep.
Awesome. Okay. I'll make sure we get the name right and everything. Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, gents.
Okay.
Thanks
All right.
again.
All right.
Have a
Thanks,
great
John. It
holiday.
was great to play with
Yep,
you again, man.
thanks.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Indeed.
know. Hopefully we can play again soon.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.